I feel differently today than I felt the day after releasing Folklore, because even the day after releasing Folklore, Aaron and I were still bouncing ideas back and forth, and we just knew we were going to keep writing music. I didn't know if it was for an album of mine, or Aaron and Justin Vernon have a really amazing project called Big Red Machine. So we kept writing thinking maybe we were going to do some Big Red Machine stuff, but the things that we ended up writing really sounded more like a continuation of Folklore. So when I put out Folklore, I remember just feeling so proud and happy, but still like foot on the gas, like let's keep going, this is fun, I'm not finished with this. And everybody, all my collaborators, we all felt the same way about it, so we just kept going. With this one, I have this feeling of sort of quiet conclusion and sort of this weird serenity of like, we did what we set out to do, and we're all really proud of it, and that feels really, really nice.
Yeah, I'm not surprised, because I feel like the stories, to some degree, there's some conclusion in this album too, from where you began on Folklore, and there's so much closure on this new record, and I want to dive into aspects of that, and I just feel like the future must feel wide open to you right now. But I want to refer back to the Long Pond sessions, and Jack Antonoff said something really poignant, which was, I've never made an album like this, I don't know if I ever will again.
Yes.
And in your mind and in your heart, you knew you wanted to carry on and there was music to be done, but it felt like for others, assuming that Jack was genuine because he's an honest human, he wasn't sure there would be an evermore or a chance to work like this again. Was there a sort of a melancholy to the end of Folklore?
Not really. I was just so happy that my world felt opened up creatively. There was a point where I got to as a writer who only wrote very diaristic songs that I felt it was unsustainable from my future moving forward. It felt like too hot of a microscope. It felt a bit like I was like, why am I just like, if I'm writing about my life and all it is, on my bad days, I would feel like I was loading a cannon of clickbait when that's not what I want for my life. And I think that when I put out Folklore, I felt like, if I can do this thing where I get to create characters in this mythological American town or wherever I imagine them, and I can reflect my own emotions onto what I think they might be feeling, and I can create stories and characters and arcs and all this stuff, but I don't have to have it feel like when I put out an album, I'm just like giving tabloids ammunition and stuff.
Yeah, there's so much judgment that would come along with every record.
Yeah, and constantly kind of like examining yourself in a way that feels like I felt like there would be a point in my life where I could no longer really do that and still maintain a place of like good mental health and emotional health and all that. So what I felt after we put out Folklore was like, oh wow, people are into this too, this thing that feels really good for my life and feels really good for my creativity. It feels really good for them too. Oh my God. I saw a lane for my future that it was a real breakthrough moment of excitement and happiness, and I kind of referred to writing these songs as a flotation device because
I love that.
Obviously this year is hell on earth for everyone, and seeing what your fellow humans are going through. The Long Pond studio sessions was the first time that Jack, Aaron, and I were in the same room, and I still haven't been in the same room with Justin Vernon, who has now collaborated on 2 albums heavily, and we've talked, but we've just never been in the same space together. It's pretty wild.
In an emotional interview with Apple Music this week, Taylor Swift opened up for the first time about her plans to marry fiancé Travis Kelce, and the heartfelt moment quickly went viral across social media. The 36-year-old singer became tearful as she spoke about their future, saying she has never felt so certain about anything in her life. Sitting in the minimalist studio wearing an elegant white dress with her blonde hair flowing naturally, she appeared calm, sincere, and deeply in love, far from the bright stage lights and roaring crowds. Smiling as she discussed wedding plans, she described Travis not only as the man she loves, but also as her best friend and the person who makes her feel safe and truly herself. A touching statement that longtime fans of the couple found especially moving. Fans were moved to hear Taylor Swift speak with such certainty, something she had often avoided in past relationships, as she revealed that she and Travis Kelce are planning a wedding that will be intimate rather than extravagant, focused on love, family, and their closest friends. She shared that they hope to hold it in a place meaningful to them both, possibly Nashville or somewhere connected to his roots with the Kansas City Chiefs, adding that her mother, Andrea Swift, was thrilled to hear her daughter seriously discussing marriage, while Travis's brother, Jason Kelce, has reportedly been teasing him quite a bit about the upcoming big day. Joking that Travis Kelce might be the groom of the century, Taylor Swift shared one of the interview's most touching moments as she spoke about how he changed her perspective on family, admitting that after years of focusing on her demanding career, she once worried marriage might be hard to balance, but he showed her that family is not a barrier to dreams. Holding back emotion, she explained that he supports her at every show, just as she supports him before big dames, recalling the times he flew in to watch her perform, the encouraging messages they exchange, and the quiet evenings they spend listening to unreleased demos together, adding warmly that they are a team. And when asked about her wedding dress, she laughed and said she has definitely been thinking about it. Laughing that she has been dreaming about her wedding dress since childhood, Taylor Swift chose not to share specific details, only hinting that it would be classic, elegant, and perfectly tailored, while joking that she would not be performing a 3-hour set at her own wedding because she wants to fully enjoy the moment of being a bride. As fans speculate about whether her famous musician friends might take the stage instead, Taylor stressed that what matters most to her is the sincerity and emotion of the day. Reflecting on a career that spans nearly 2 decades filled with awards, record-breaking tours, and countless songs about love, heartbreak, and hope, she revealed a softer, more personal side, explaining that this time she is not writing about love from the outside, but living it as she prepares to begin an entirely new chapter of her life. Saying she is no longer dreaming about love, but living it, Taylor Swift shared that Travis Kelce is the one who helps her see the future clearly, often reminding her that they are building it together, words she deeply believes, and fans quickly echoed that excitement after the interview aired on Apple Music, sending search terms about their wedding and relationship soaring as millions offered congratulations and said this seems like the happiest version of her they have ever seen. Many noted how her calm confidence contrasts with the heartbroken persona from some of her ballads. And while the romance between a global pop superstar and an NFL athlete once sparked curiosity, the couple have gradually shown that their relationship goes beyond glamour, proving that even though they come from very different worlds, their core values remain the same. Emphasizing that their shared values are family, loyalty, and gratitude, Taylor Swift explained that she and Travis Kelce often talk about life away from the spotlight and stadium lights, imagining simple joys like home-cooked dinners, quiet trips, and peaceful days together. And when asked what she looks forward to most in marriage, she paused before saying she's excited to wake up each morning knowing they choose each other freely out of love rather than pressure or expectation, a heartfelt response that closed the interview with a message that their union is not just a celebrity wedding, but the story of 2 people finding where they truly belong. And although no official date has been announced, fans believe that when the day comes, it will mark not only a major cultural moment, but also the beginning of a new chapter in her life, defined by family, peace, and lasting love.